And Linda will begin with a pastor who I spoke with the night of the unrest.
With tear gas still in the air and police on loudspeakers urging protesters to go home, he brought the church here to this corner outside the courthouse. I caught back up with Pastor Raymond Dix of the 101-year-old Pilgrim Baptist Church in the Fort, who is now shepherding his church community during a pandemic.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Typically, these sounds
Hallelujah.
would come from this sanctuary every Sunday morning at Pilgrim Baptist Church. But because of COVID-19, Sundays these days are usually virtual, anything but typical. And once a month, the sounds have come from a parking lot.
We may not be in the building, but the church is in the world. The church is in the streets. The church is right here on today. Give God some praise for that.
Pastor Raymond Dix and his wife Sonia have been with Pilgrim Baptist Church in the Fort for about 3 years. He grew up in East Chicago, wanting to become a civil engineer and build bridges. Now, he's helping build relationships with God.
When I turned 15, at that point in time, I just really felt God's calling on my life, and I kind of fought it as much as I could. But when I was 16 years old, I preached my first sermon.
That first sermon, Galatians chapter 6.
Be not deceived, God is not mocked. Whatever a man soweth, that also shall he reap. And so the subject was, you reap what you sow.
Pastor Dix has led churches since he was 25. He says he learned pastoral ministry from men in the church who came before him.
They may not have been the world's greatest preachers, but they knew how to shepherd people.
That shepherding put to the test May 29th in downtown Fort Wayne, the first night of the protests.
Maybe 8 o'clock, one of my pastor friends, Pastor Williamson, called me and said, hey, they're firing tear gas in downtown Fort Wayne.
I'm discouraged, I'm hurt, I'm angry, but at the same time, I'm hopeful.
My co-anchor Tom Powell talked with him.
After we get past the pain, we have to stand in hope.
I intentionally went to some of the young African American people who were there and said, hey, let me pray with you. Let me talk with you. I want you to live. I want you to survive. I want you to thrive. And I also want you to go home. Know that your best protest is to graduate high school, to go to college, become a judge, become a prosecutor, serve your community in such a way that you can bring a fresh perspective.
He shepherded a flock that night, just as he does every Sunday.
Dance before the Lord. Come on and dance.
Pastor Dix said his heart broke for our community that night, but he said, too, he's proud to see the progress since and hopes for more communication, especially between police and citizens.